And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So, almost ready to get underway.
야, 방어율 10.19. 멋지다.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Bryce Terang.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended.
Back to first, and he's safe.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second.
아니, 야키스 왜 최다 6상부야?
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Inside. Nope, 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. And a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Tosses across the first. 1 out in the top of the first. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Golden opportunity right here.
조세호가 왜 여기 있냐?
Fouled off. He was late. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And Ramirez is set down.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And that one sliced foul. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball, that's in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
몰렸는데?
Right there
for a strike. Belly left that changeup off. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Witt at third with 2 away. Next pitch is outside.
안소가
Popped up to the left into foul ground.
다행이다. 싸게 먹었다.
Settles under it, squeezes it, and that'll do it. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Nick Pivetta.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Abraham Toro, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Here's Elliot Ramos. That one's in there. Strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Oh, yeah.
Three, and that's two in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Matt Chapman. In there for strike one.
Hey,
야, 어디 던질지 모르겠는데?
이
정도면?
Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. Chapman on his way to third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple. James Wood now at the plate. And a foul ball.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Inside just missed.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. 2 outs.
아우, 속았다.
On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana. Just missed.
뭐? 아니, 심판.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Hard hit, right side. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Brendan Donovan stepping in now for the Yankees.
아니, 무슨 다 좌타요.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Bichette pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Sneaks through, base hit, and that extends the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked. But
oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That one felt good. It's 3-0. So the lineup flips over. This is Bryce Terang. And there's the strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's inside.
And a ball evens the count.
really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That
Down
one
to 3
missed.
and 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This to third. Chapman over to first in time. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here is Wilmer Flores. And the pitch. Witt. That's one out the bottom of the second. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0.
가끔 이런 것들은 나와야지.
In there at the knees. That clips the corner.
와, 보드라인 피칭 봐.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Fastball is outside. Yastrzemski leads off first with 1 away. Outside low, and that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Dominguez makes his way towards it. Reaching down, makes the catch. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That clips the corner.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Going to count 1 and 2. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolled.
Throw on to Santana. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here in San Francisco, now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. Roop back to work.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Rice in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. He saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Witt scores. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Bellinger up to hit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Ramos. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's out to center field. Lee sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Oracle Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play, so when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
Throw on to Santana. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Abraham Toro. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's the strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch. The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of confidence in those guys playing third and short that have to make those long, tough throws at times. And he just handles them so well. So he really makes the entire infield better with his glove.
Next pitch just misses, and that is ball 1. And that skips into dirt. You're not just talking about the ability to pick, Chris. One of the things about him, the range is impressive as he's able to go to his right and get to those balls in the hole. Witt makes the catch for the out, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Elliot Ramos.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Just off the inside edge. There's a swing and a miss.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
One and 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. on to the fourth. And now the DH, Brendan Donovan. That's off the mark. 1-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Flores. He'll do it himself. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On the ground, right side. Flores takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Good job to fight that one off.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. And here is Matt Chapman. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And next will be the cleanup hitter, James Wood. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And that's down and away. Swings and misses. And it's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That misses. 3-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And there's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Flores now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Wood leads off first with 1 away. And a strike on the outside edge. That just misses. 1-2 to count.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
In the dirt, blocked. The Yankees leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Bellinger moving under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Bryce Terang. Line drive.
아니,
And that's got extra
왜 저기서
bases
뛰어?
written all over it. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Witt stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Wood pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away. Ben Rice digs in now.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Fought off foul. The pitch. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Oh, look at the stop. The throw to the plate. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Here's Jose Ramirez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And a base hit up the middle. And now to aboard. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. Kyle Harrison will take over here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
That's in there. It's 0-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Bichette whips it to first. And Bellinger is out. So up next, Carlos Santana. Right side. Wood should have this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Santana. He steps on the bag. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Patrick Bailey, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike
One ball,
one.
one strike.
아니,
Santana. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
하늘 파랗구만.
All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Brendan Donovan. Harrison back to work. Harrison, 23 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in for the out, and there's one down. So digging in, Jason Dominguez, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next one misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Up the middle, Toro. To first, 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he can't come up
아니,
with it.
선생님.
And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score. Back to the top of the lineup, Bryce Terang stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Chisholm, the runner at first with 2 gone. Outside, and the count is 1-2. Stays alive. Two outs. Got him looking, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Abraham Toro.
아, 피베타 승리 못 챙기게 했어야 되는데.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
All these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And there's the automatic.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Elliot Ramos, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Base knock right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Matt.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Now it's the right fielder, James Wood. He is struck out, and he is walked. And a foul ball.
Ball
The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave?
A new pitcher in the game, Tristan Beck.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in
lived
the Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly.
아우.
Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Here's the catcher to hit, Ben Rice. Fastball is outside. In the air, left side. Ramos under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Lee racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bellinger now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Witt off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
이걸 친다고?
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat, I'm sure.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
That's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just misses with that one. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Next will be the Giants DH, Mike Yastrzemski. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
아이고, 발랐네.
The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. And up next for the Giants, Bo Bichette. That misses
Ball,
the
that's too
zone,
high.
and that's ball one.
You know, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody
No.
needs to just take a deep
Inside.
breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. That clips a corner. Just
Inside,
missed.
ball 3.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
망했어.
Back here at Oracle Park, and now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Sean Shelley.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Wood on the move. Corrals it. 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now here is Brendan Donovan. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Jelly. He's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. 1 down, base is empty.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key, throwing the ball where he wants to.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Goes down looking. Now Jason Dominguez. 1 for 3. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. And that one is off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double. So a man aboard. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Spencer Bivens on to pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Man at second. And now 1 and 2.
이거 안 쏘면 뭐 먹고 사노.
In the air, center field. Lee settles underneath it. Nabs it. And that is that. Back here in San Francisco, here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Number 28.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
2-2 the count.
Witt drops into the glove, and there's 1 away. Patrick Bailey getting ready to hit. Has grounded out a couple of times. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Abraham Toro. And first offering is fouled off. And they'll do it again. Ball one there.
So.
Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
So.
And we're back. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Bryce Terang. Inside, just missed. That one pushed foul. And that one fouled off. Inside, 2-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Sliding, and he makes the catch. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
And it's fouled away. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. This one in the air. Flores under it. Puts it away for the out. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ben Rice. And that one popped in the air, left field. Ramos sizes this one up, brings it in, and that is that.
잘 썼다.
Bottom of the 9th, here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. First pitch swinging. Williams measures 6 feet 2 inches. 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball.
스크루블 뭐야?
That one 95 to finish him off. And here is Matt Chapman.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
He was late there, strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Wood stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Dominguez.
무득.
He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout. Pavetta with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should.